the School of Information at USF.
Hi, my name is Tomaro Taylor, and I am an Associate University Librarian and Certified Archivist at the University of South Florida Libraries. I'm currently at the Lewis de la Parte Florida Mental Health Institute Research Library, where I serve as an archivist, and I also serve as a research librarian. We're sitting here in the archives room. We have a number of our process collections here. And what I do as an archivist is manage the processing activities related to our archival collections, as well as any description activities. So I and my staff, which usually consist of students, arrange the collections. We try to find some order to the collections if one hasn't been designated by the creators, and then we'll provide some description for that order. So we'll create a finding aid or an EAD, which is an encoded archival description that can be put online, and that way the collection becomes accessible to our users. The vast majority of our users include students, staff, and faculty at the College of Behavioral and Community Sciences at USF. Many of the students are studying such topics as applied behavior analysis, child and family studies, mental health law and policy. Students and researchers in the area of mental health law and policy would primarily be interested in many of our collections. A typical day for me doesn't always include archives. When it does, it is taking a look at a collection, trying to determine how I want to have it arranged, the best arrangement possible for accessibility to our user group. It may be reviewing a finding aid, reviewing an EAD, making sure that the information is accessible, that it's usable, that it's user-friendly, that people understand the terminology that's being used. It also could be something to the effect of reboxing a collection sometimes. As you see here, I have a number of materials that were scattered about in the room. I'm not really sure where some of them go, but eventually I'll take a look and see which collection they may be integrated into. This one in particular is from the SEDNet collection. It goes with this collection, so I'll check and see if we already have a copy of this, integrate it in, maybe consider if it's valuable for cataloging purposes instead of for archiving. People may have a greater chance of accessing it if it's in the catalog instead of if it's in the archives, because people are still getting used to archives, so they're not always sure how to go about getting access to them. Okay. Training for archives can take many forms. I went to the University of South Florida School of Library and Information Science, where I studied to be a librarian. I work in an academic library and started working as a special collections librarian, so I received most of my training hands-on, but sometimes people will take special classes. I know that our program has an archives management course. There are also courses offered through the Society of American Archivists. There are lots of conference opportunities where you can have workshops and training sessions, or just networking with other individuals in the field to learn about archival practice. But most of my training has been hands-on. Most of it has been through reading materials, going to workshops, talking with other archivists. It's really kind of a hands-on job. You can learn a lot of theory, but like anything in a sort of library-related field, you really need that hands-on practice. So getting an internship or getting a fieldwork experience or volunteering somewhere is a really great way to learn how to become an archivist.